even with his eyes closed, Galileo Galilei sees the universe more clearly than ever before. It's late in the day in Tuscany. Outside the villa at Arcetri, the last rays of the sun fade behind olive trees and cypress silhouettes. Inside a small study, an old man sits alone, blind and frail, listening to his own heartbeat and the soft rustle of a turning page. Though Galileo can no longer see, his mind is alive with images of all he once discovered. More than 30 years ago, he aimed a new kind of telescope at the sky. He saw mountains on the moon and discovered 4 bright moons circling Jupiter. He wrote about these wonders in a book called Sidereus Nuncius. People all over Europe were amazed. The heavens were far richer than anyone had imagined. This fame brought trouble too. In 1632, Galileo defended the idea that the Earth moves around the sun. His book, Dialogue on the Two Chief World Systems, angered Pope Urban VIII. The Inquisition forced Galileo, at 80 years old, to stand trial for heresy. He had to kneel and publicly say he was wrong about the moving Earth. Under threat of torture, he spoke the words the court demanded, that the Earth stood still and the sun did not move. Deep inside, however, he never gave up on the truth. Many say he whispered to himself, and yet it moves. After the trial, Galileo was banished from public life. He was sent to this quiet villa on a gentle hill south of Florence, where he would live the rest of his days under house arrest. In his lonely study, he spent his time scribbling notes and making sketches by candlelight. The church had taken away his freedom, but it could not take away his love for discovery. Even locked away and almost alone, Galileo's mind remained busy and free. In 1638, at age 74 and nearly blind, Galileo completed his final great work, Discourses on Two New Sciences, often called Two New Sciences in English. This book laid out important ideas about motion and the strength of materials. It became a foundation for future scientists, even though Galileo himself was still under guard at home. Later that winter, Galileo wrote to a friend that he had been for a month totally and incurably blind. Without sight, he felt the world around him had grown small and dim, but his mind still wandered the vast universe he had opened for everyone. In the quiet of his candlelit room, Galileo could no longer see the stars with his eyes, but he felt their rhythm in his thoughts. The moons of Jupiter that he discovered still danced in his imagination. The Milky Way, which he was the first to describe as made of countless stars, was as vivid in his mind as it was outside the window. Galileo might have been a prisoner of men, but he was free in spirit. The dogmas and judgments of the powerful could not change the truth he had found by looking up at the heavens. As night deepened and a candle flickered in the windless room, Galileo smiled to himself. He understood something important. Earthly powers and institutions are fleeting, but the light of human curiosity and the wisdom of science endure long after we are gone. In his final moments, Galileo closed his eyes for the last time, his spirit carried up among the constellations he loved. It is a humble reminder that while our lives are brief, the truths we discover can shine forever.